Hi again, YouTube. I know it's been a while since my last video, but as you can see, I just got back from a jog, and I'm not in the best spirits today. I was too angry to go to work, and fuck that shit. But anyways, I know in my last video I talked about wage slavery and how it's bullcrap. And this video I will be talking about something pretty similar within the category of wage slavery. And I mentioned temp agencies in my last video, and how they treat their workers like crap, and it's just another form of wage slavery in this country. I mean, temp agencies are just like plantations, very similar to plantations during the times of slavery. Some agencies treat their workers decently. They treat them fair. They treat them all right. And then others, they treat their workers like total crap, like they are their personal doormats. And a good example of one of these agencies would be an agency by the name of Allegiant Staffing. If you want to do any research, you can Google the agency, and it should be the very first link. But anyways, their office is out of Sumner, Washington, and a lot of their jobs are throughout the Seattle-Tacoma area. I worked for them in the past. Most of my working life, I've worked through temp agencies, and I've had really bad experiences with temp agencies. And to go back to Allegiant Staffing, 2 years ago I applied for a warehouse position online through Allegiant Staffing, and I went up to the office to find out if the job was still, just to let them know that I applied for the job, and if they were, actually, my bad, I actually applied at the office. I filled out an application at the office, along with a placement test that mostly had to do with my math skills. I passed that placement test with flying colors, and then when I came up to the window to turn in my application and my placement test, I thought I had the job. I thought, it's like I shouldn't have any problems getting this job. And this, out of the blue, the manager of the agency just starts ridiculing me because apparently I was still in their system from the previous job that I worked at through them. And what happened back then, which was back in 2011, she was ridiculing me about just walking off a job site, which I didn't walk off the job site. I called their office to let them know that I would no longer be working there, that I found a new job and I'd be starting there the next day. And I ended up leaving a message because I left a message during business hours, and nobody answered it. Nobody answered the phone. Apparently they had better things to do than answering the phone, which is what the fuck they're supposed to do. But anyway, according to her, I was a no-show, even though I left a freaking thorough message on their answer machine. But anyway, so before I could even explain myself to her, explain my case to her, she slams the sliding glass window in my face, because there's a window between you, dividing between you and them, and she slams it in my face. And right after that, I knew that I'm wasting my time with these people. And not only do I ever want to work for a temp agency, I definitely don't want to. I didn't want to work for their agency again. So they're just a good prime example of why you should not want to work for a temp agency. I definitely would not, um, you know, work at a job through them. Find, I mean, if anything, find a better a temp agency that's gonna treat you like a human being and not as their own personal doormat. I know most people, especially in um, um, worse economic states, are going to have no choice but to work at a temp agency. But what I'm trying to get at is, don't let these people use you as their own personal doormat. Don't let them just treat you any old kind of way. Stand up for yourself. Demand to be treated like a human being, and demand the hours. Demand that they're going to give you the necessary hours that you can support both you and your family if you have one. But all I'm trying to say is don't put up with their bullshit. But I would look for a job, and I know this is kind of almost impossible when you live in a region of the country that's hit really bad economically, like a Detroit or a Newark, New Jersey. But I would look for a job that has a training program. I would not waste my time with these pieces of shit. That's just my thoughts on temp agencies, and I think you should try to avoid them as much as you can, because, like I said, they're full of shit, and all they care about. This is what, before I end this rant, all they care about is profiting off of bodies, off of workers. All they care about, I mean, they profit huge off of your labor too, and you get what, chump change, in return. You get paid minimum wage. You get paid a wage you can't live on. You can't support yourself, or definitely not your family. And on top of that, the companies that you work for, most companies, because you're a temp, because you're not hired by them, they treat you like dog shit. The employees at the actual company that you work for, they treat you like total dog shit. Most, especially the supervisors, they treat you like dog shit. They think, they can pretty much treat you however they want to treat you, because you are not an employee for that company. But anyways, they don't care about finding work for you. They just care about getting your name into their system. The more, it's all a numbers game. This is how they profit. The more people they can get into their system, the more they profit. Yeah, they're going to profit even more if they can send people to job sites, but really, they don't care about finding work. They don't care if you ever find a job. You're all by yourself. These people don't give a fuck about you. Yeah, they're providing you with a source of income, but it's all in numbers. They just care about their business. They just care about profiting off of your labor, and it's slavery. But all I'm gonna say is, stand up for yourself. If you ever find yourself working through a temp agency, either work for one that's going to treat you like a human being, or not work for one at all. I mean, I would look for, like I said, look for a job that has a training program. Better yourself. If anything, just don't work for these sons of a bitches. Anyways, that's my rant for the day. If you like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, and rate me. And anyways, everybody have a good one, and I'll see you next time. All right, goodbye.